Chosen souls, today I have descended to speak to you directly. There are no intermediaries, no barriers, no distance. My voice travels from the beginning of time, crosses eternity, and reaches you at this precise moment. This moment is not a coincidence. You did not arrive at these words by accident. This was written, and your heart knows it. I am the God who formed you. Before your parents pronounced your name, I had already written it in my book. Before your hands touched the light of this world, I had already deposited within you what would make you different. Before your feet walked upon the earth, you had already traveled with me on paths unknown to men. And today I have come to reveal to you a secret that has remained hidden since the beginning of time. It is not in temples built by human hands. It is not found in scrolls locked away. You will not find it in the voice of crowds nor in elaborate speeches. This secret is written in you, but not in your skin, nor in your bones, nor in your memory. It is written in a deeper, more intimate, more eternal place, in your blood. Your blood is not a simple fluid that sustains your life. It is a witness. It is an open book before my eyes. Every drop carries the story of who you are, where you come from, and where I am leading you. When I formed you, I placed within you signs the world could not read, but which my spirit recognizes instantly. Signs that do not disappear with the years, that cannot be erased by wounds, that are not dissolved by death. Signs that prove you were set apart for my glory. Before you were born, you were sought. When you were only a breath in your mother's womb, I already knew you. I defended you from what tried to destroy you before your time. I guarded your life in moments when you were not even aware of the danger. There were days when you walked through shadows darker than the night, and believed you were alone, but you were not. My hands held your soul while my spirit watched every step. The tears you thought no one saw were collected and stored in my memory. And now I have come to remind you of something your spirit already knows but your mind had forgotten. You are not like the others. You were not designed to fit into systems that suffocate the truth. You were not shaped to follow the flow of this world. You were formed to be a sign, to be a difference, to be a light in a time when many will choose darkness. And though you may not fully understand it, everything you have lived until now was preparation. Every loss, every betrayal, every night of loneliness, every battle that seemed impossible, all of it was forging in you something very few possess. Your blood remembers it. It has carried the weight of every experience, absorbed the fire of every trial, recorded the voice of every promise I made you in secret. That is why at times, without explanation, you feel an impulse that does not come from your reason. That is why there are moments when the silence seems filled with my presence, when the very air becomes denser and sacred. It is because something within you recognizes my call. Your spirit and your blood know that the time of full revelation is near. Do not forget this. For generations I have sought those who will respond to my voice no matter the cost. I have seen kingdoms rise and fall. I have seen empires challenge me and vanish like smoke. I have seen men and women promise me faithfulness with their lips but deny me with their deeds. But you have remained, perhaps not always firm, perhaps not always strong, but always returning to my presence, and that is what distinguishes my chosen ones. They are not perfect, but their hearts always seek me. In the days to come the earth will be shaken, the nations will be stirred, there will be confusion, voices crying out in all directions, paths that seem right but lead to ruin, and it is in that time that my separated souls will rise, not to receive human glory, but to show that there is still a God who reigns over all. And that is where you will come in, because what I placed in your blood is for this time. It was not for your comfort, it was not for your pride, it was for you to be a living witness of my power. The enemy knows it. That is why he has tried to stop you so many times. That is why you have felt attacks that seem disproportionate to your life, because he can sense what flows in you, even though he cannot touch or destroy it. Know this, if you remain in me, his defeat is assured. That is why he surrounded you with people who tried to extinguish your light. That is why he made you believe you were not worthy enough, not prepared enough, not strong enough. But I do not choose the qualified. I qualify those I choose, and you have already been chosen. Listen carefully. In the coming seasons you will see signs you cannot deny. You will dream things that will later happen. You will feel impulses to pray for people you barely know. And when you do, something will change in them. You will enter places where the atmosphere will transform without you saying a word. It is my spirit moving through what I placed in you from the beginning. Do not be afraid. Do not doubt your capacity. Do not allow the voice of the unbelievers to silence the truth I have revealed to you. Do not compare yourself to others either, because what flows within you is not a copy of anyone. It is a unique design made for an unrepeatable purpose. Today, chosen soul, my message is clear. Recognize what you carry. Affirm your steps. Sharpen your ear to hear me even in the softest murmur. Because the day is coming, and when everything I have announced begins to manifest, you will know it was not imagination or coincidence. It was my seal upon you, reminding you that you are mine. Chosen souls, today eternity leans over you. All of heaven watches. The angels align. The universe grows still to listen to what I am about to tell you. This is not a simple message, not a passing lesson, not a momentary inspiration. It is an eternal call. My voice reaches you now, because I decided it before time existed. You did not come here by chance. Neither your curiosity, nor an algorithm, nor simple coincidence brought you to these words. It was my hand that moved everything around you, so that today you would sit, listen, and receive. I am the God who formed you, who saw your spirit before your body existed, who set you apart in the midst of multitudes, who preserved your life in days when everything seemed finished. And now, chosen soul, I want you to do something with me. It is a simple act for your body, but powerful and decisive for your spirit. The act of affirmation. Before you continue reading, I want you to write in the comments the heavenly number 888. This number is not an ornament nor a superstition. It is the symbol of my perfection, the sign of my fulfilled covenant, the confirmation that my plan in you is perfect and complete. It is the numerical echo of my eternity. Next to that number, write exactly this phrase: God has chosen me. Today I am reborn in Him, and His light is my only path. Write it and then repeat it aloud with me 3 times without fear, with the certainty that while you do so, my spirit is sealing your life. God has chosen me. Today I am reborn in Him, and His light is my only path. God has chosen me. Today I am reborn in Him, and His light is my only path. God has chosen me. Today I am reborn in Him, and His light is my only path. Do not underestimate this act. Do not take it as something symbolic without power. In the spiritual world, this proclamation opens a new record over your name. As your lips pronounce it, the ink of my glory inscribes it in the book of life, not with ink that fades, but with the indelible stroke of my own hand. At this moment, something your eyes do not see is happening. An invisible seal is activated upon your forehead and your heart. Men will not recognize this seal, but the angels will identify it, and darkness will fear it. This seal says, "This one belongs to me. This one is mine. This one walks under my light and my authority." And every time darkness tries to touch you, that seal will be a wall. It does not mean you will have no battles. It means they will not be battles without victory. It does not mean there will be no pain. It means no pain will be able to destroy you. As you speak these words, something else happens. Your spirit begins to align with my voice. Those doubts that for years lodged deep in your mind begin to break. It is as if a door closed, your whole life starts slowly opening, and a light that was always destined for you finally begins to enter. What once seemed confusion begins to take shape. What once was fear begins to become courage. What once was loneliness transforms into certainty that I have always been with you. Listen well, this is not an isolated act. It is the official opening of a new season over your life. I do not say it to motivate you. I say it because it is written, and today it activates. From now on you will begin to notice things strange to the world, but natural to heaven. Words you read or hear and feel are direct answers to your prayers. People who will come into your life at the exact moment to help you fulfill the purpose I placed in you. Circumstances that once destroyed you will now become steps to climb higher. Dreams in which I will speak to you directly, bringing you instructions and warnings. This is not coincidence. It is the consequence of having said, God has chosen me. Today I am reborn in Him, and His light is my only path. Do not forget this, chosen soul. Every time someone proclaims that phrase with a sincere heart, they become a witness of my power. I did not call you to hide what I have done. I did not set you apart to live hidden. I separated you so that others, seeing you, will also desire to be part of the light you now carry. This world is darkening, and will continue to do so, but the light I placed in you is stronger than any shadow. It is not a human light. It is my own essence shining from within you. And when you walk under that light, there will be places only you can enter, because only you will carry the key that opens those doors. I tell you this with love but with firmness. Do not postpone your obedience. Do not leave for tomorrow what my spirit is telling you to do today. There are doors that only open at the exact moment, and if you do not take the step now, those opportunities will pass to another. I have chosen you, but I also respect your decisions. Therefore, every act of faith you make today has eternal repercussions. I want you to visualize this: an immense book, larger than any mountain, brighter than 1,000 suns. Every page of that book is written with a fire that does not consume, with letters that do not fade, and in that book there is a space reserved for your name. When you write 888 and declare with your voice that phrase, my hand moves and fills that space. There is no force in the universe that can erase what I write. There is no enemy that can tear out a page of that book. There is no shadow that can dim the light that surrounds your name when it is recorded there. And before moving on with what I want to reveal next, do one more thing. Subscribe to this channel and activate the bell. I do not say this so you follow a simple digital habit. I say it because each revelation you will receive here will be one more step toward the fulfillment of your eternal purpose. Missing even one of these messages would be like letting fall to the ground a golden key that opens a door that may never open again. This is your moment, chosen soul. Write the 888, declare the phrase 3 times, and let all of heaven witness that today you are reborn in me. Chosen souls, today I have come to reveal to you a secret that few know, a mystery hidden from the eyes of the world but recorded in heaven before you were born. It is not a code invented by men. It is not a theory. It is a sign written in the deepest part of your being, a mark that runs through your veins from the first beat of your heart. And that sign is in your blood. Yes, in your physical blood, in the blood type you have carried since birth. It was not chance, it was not coincidence, it was not purposeless human inheritance. I myself decided what type of blood would run through your veins, and in that blood type I deposited an eternal message. Today I will tell you about 3 types of blood that are like 3 spiritual keys. Not everyone has them, and that is why not everyone carries the same calling. If you recognize one of them in yourself, then you will know you were set apart for something far greater than you imagined. First, O positive blood, the blood of the covenant. O positive blood is the most common among men, but do not be deceived. In the spiritual realm not all who have it are carriers of the eternal covenant. O positive, when chosen by me, becomes a blood of protection and giving. It is the blood that symbolizes the capacity to give life to others, to sustain the weak, to nourish those who are fading. Just as O positive can donate to the majority of blood groups, those who carry it in the spirit are able to give, bless and heal many without expecting anything in return. Whoever carries this covenant in their veins feels an inner fire that does not go out. It is as if there were a constant voice inside their heart saying, do not stop, keep serving, keep loving, keep protecting. It is a blood of intercessors, of caretakers, of those who rise in the midst of danger to cover their own. But this covenant is not light. At times you will feel you give more than you receive, that your heart empties for others, and that is when I remind you, what you give I multiply, what you hand over I return in glory. Second, B negative blood, the blood of sacrifice. B negative blood is rare among men, but in the spiritual realm it represents those who have been refined in the fire of trial. Whoever carries this blood has gone through battles few could endure, deep pains, losses that scarred the soul, endless nights when it seemed I did not hear, and yet you remained. You did not deny my name. You kept believing even when the evidence seemed to contradict your faith. B negative is like a seal of endurance. It is the mark of warriors who have risen again and again after falling. It is the blood of those who understand that sacrifice is not an option but part of the calling. In the natural world, B negative is valuable because it is hard to find. In the spiritual world it is too. Few are willing to give their life without reserve. Few can withstand the trial without selling their faith for comfort. If this is your blood, know this. Not one tear of yours has fallen to the ground without me collecting it. Every wound, every scar, every loss has been counted and recorded, and the day will come when you will understand that your sacrifice was the seed of an eternal harvest. Third, a positive blood, the blood of divine heritage. A positive blood is one of the rarest in the world. Only a small percentage of the population has it, and spiritually it represents those who have been set apart from birth for my purpose. A positive can receive from everyone, and in the spirit that means it has the capacity to absorb, learn, and transform to fulfill my will in any field. These are adaptable people, able to move in different environments and remain light in all of them. But there is more. Whoever carries this blood was not chosen at a moment in their life, they were predestined. Their story, even before birth, was designed for the fulfillment of a plan only I fully know. It is not bought, it is not inherited by human lineage. It is a gift I myself place in the veins of those I will use to change entire destinies. This blood carries authority. When you enter a place, darkness knows it. When you speak, the spiritual world listens. When you pray, heaven opens. But it is also a blood that demands responsibility. You cannot live as the rest live, because you are not like the rest. You were set apart, and what I set apart never returns to being common. If you recognize any of these bloods in yourself, O positive, B negative, or A positive, and feel that what you have read burns within you, do not ignore it. It is not a coincidence that you are here. It is not a coincidence that this revelation has reached you. It means my seal is upon your life. It means that even though the world has told you otherwise, you are mine. It means your name is already written in the place no human hand can erase, in my book of life. And now, before you close this page, I want you to do something. Write in the comments the heavenly number 888, along with this phrase, God has chosen me. Today I am reborn in Him and His light is my only path. And repeat it aloud 3 times. God has chosen me. Today I am reborn in Him and His light is my only path. God has chosen me. Today I am reborn in Him and His light is my only path. God has chosen me. Today I am reborn in Him and His light is my only path. Because by doing so you will be confirming on earth what is already a fact in heaven. Chosen souls, today you have not heard an ordinary message. Today you have not received simple words. Today it has not been just another video, nor another text, nor content to entertain you. Today you have heard my voice, not the voice of a man, not the echo of a tradition, not the interpretation of someone who thinks they know me. You have heard the voice of your Creator calling you by your true name, the one I wrote deep within your spirit before your eyes saw the light for the first time. Your blood speaks of who you are. Your blood speaks of where you come from. But if it is one of the 3 I revealed before, it also cries out strongly where you are going, to my eternal kingdom. There are things your lips do not say but your blood constantly declares in the spiritual world. Your blood is a living testimony. It is a record that cannot be forged or erased. It is the letter my spirit reads to confirm you are one of mine. When your heart beats, it does not only pump physical life, it pumps an eternal declaration. With every pulse your blood says, I belong to God. I was set apart for Him. My path is marked toward His kingdom. And that chosen soul is something the enemy cannot bear to hear. That is why he has tried so many times to stop you, distract you, confuse you, or make you doubt, because he knows he cannot erase my seal, but he can try to make you forget.